there, I just hit 3,000 miles on my beautiful 2023 Panigale V4 R, so I figured, why not give you a 3,000 mile review of this amazing motorcycle and tell you how different it is from my 2019 Panigale V4 R, and they are very, very different indeed. This bike produces a lot more power than my last one. I don't know what Ducati did, but they've done something to make this machine super fast. And it just rides really nice too. I mean, this is on my list of one of my favorite machines that I currently have. 3,001 miles on this machine, and it is running brilliantly. So I do have the Brent Tuning ECU flash on this bike. I have the Akrapovic full titanium exhaust. Oh man. And a lot of parts from Miami Manny and Moto Million, including Blackstone Tech, carbon fiber Rapid Tech wheels, satin finish, and a lot of carbon fiber on this beautiful, beautiful bike. Well, yes, guys, I get it. I know a lot of people say this is a track-inspired motorcycle, so it belongs only on the track. But look, I enjoy riding this bike on the filthy highways from town to town, having a good time. It's extremely comfortable for long distance. Here I am almost in Pittsburgh, which is about, I don't know, 200 miles or so from filthy Cleveland, and I do this like twice a week or so, because it's just so much fun for me. Yes, this is an awesome track bike as well, but really, the owner of these machines should be able to do exactly what he or she wants to do with them. And in my case, it's cruising. The throttle is so smooth on this bike, and it has so much power on tap that you can be in 6th gear, and still, when you need to get some power, it's right there. The quick shift and auto blip are so smooth on this bike that when you want to blip down and get around slow traffic, you can, well, okay, you can easily do that. Power is absolutely amazing, and because this is a V4 engine, the power is everywhere, low, mid, high, all over the place. So yeah, this bike is awesome for cruising and touring and stuff. A little bit over 3,000 miles on my Panigale V4 R, and it's on the lift here with Kyle at Rahal Ducati Cleveland. So we're gonna do an oil change on it?
Yeah, we're gonna do an oil service, so it's gonna come with a little bit more than just an oil change.
Okay.
We also go through and check all the torques around the bike, and then we also clean, lube, and adjust your chain, and we register that service with Ducati so that they know that you've done it.
Nice.
There is a whole service inspection sheet that we go through when we do stuff like this, and we will be following that. So.
Very, very, very cool. And it starts with removing the beautiful fairings.
Yep, we're gonna remove this lower panel down here so that I can get to where the oil filter and the oil drain plug are at. So we got the fairing off. You guys can see there's no leaks or nothing on that down there.
I see. I'm pleasantly, I'm not gonna say surprised, I'm just pleased, let's just say. It looks good.
Yeah.
It looks really good, yeah. Success! Oh boy, no, that's definitely not going in the video.
So we got the oil draining out of here now.
How does it look, Kyle?
Let me get a flashlight, take a closer look at it.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Looks fine.
Looks like Motul 300V, green.
Yep. Still nice and clean. The oil pumps on these are so beefy, they keep everything real clean on it.
Yeah.
Pushing it through all the different filters. There's multiple screens in there.
Yeah.
Everything looks really good.
Wow.
The real question is when we pop this filter cover off and we pull the filter out,
yes,
then we'll be able to know for sure how everything's actually doing inside the engine.
Is that the point where you might see shavings and whatnot?
Usually we see them right here on the magnetic drain plug, you can
Gotcha.
see a little bit. This is perfectly normal for Ducati.
Okay.
I see that on basically everything. You know, whether it's brand new or whether it's got 25,000 miles on it,
Yeah.
I am going to see a little bit of shavings like that on the bike. It is perfectly normal for this motorcycle.
Gotcha.
Especially with how hard we know you ride the bike.
Yes.
So I want to show you guys something real quick. These are the bolts that we use to pull the oil filter cover off of. If you look at, especially on the V4s, I get a lot of questions about it. I've actually had customers come and talk to me about they broke this cover because they didn't know how to the proper way to take it off.
Yeah.
So if you look, we have these 8mm M6x1 heads threaded into here. We take these bolts out. Okay, now this is double O-ring. It's in there tight. I know people stick screwdrivers in there and try prying it out.
Yeah.
I've had people not know that there's 3 of these and they've broken the cap. What you're supposed to do is take an M8 by 125 thread bolt and thread that up in there, and then thread these in evenly, and it pulls this cap down.
Okay.
Just pop that off. And not a lot of people know to do that.
Yeah.
And end up prying on this, and it marks it up and pulls the finish off, and it doesn't look good. A lot of times it'll break. So we always want to make sure that we're doing stuff the proper way.
Absolutely. Great tip.
Awesome. So we got the oil filter cover off. We can see a little bit better now once I get one of these bolts out.
Okay.
How the cover itself is actually threaded, and that's where that bolt threads into.
Makes sense.
Yep. As far as the filter, just comes right out.
Okay.
And we look pretty good in there. I'm actually going to get a flashlight on that to be 100% certain. I don't know how well you guys will be able to see that in video, but you see there's nothing in this filter. This engine is perfectly healthy.
Nice. I love it. After repeated smackdowns and whatnot, it's good to hear that this machine is in great shape.
Yep.
Wow.
After all that abuse.
Yeah.
That's what it was made to do.
I agree. Totally. Finishing touches?
Yeah, so we're just going around, check torques on everything. We already did most of our 30-point inspection. The only
Yes.
thing we really haven't done is hook it up to the computer
Okay.
to register the service with Ducati. But now I'm just going around the entire bike, checking your torque specs on everything.
Nice.
And then wherever I have my paint marker, I'll go through and paint mark everything after I'm done. So that way, as you're riding, if you could see that, hey, if something's loosened it up, you know.
3,000 mile service on my beautiful Panigale V4 R here at Rahal, Ducati, Cleveland. And Kyle has mentioned that the bike looks great. The oil was in great health. The oil filter looked good. There weren't any metal shavings or anything like that. There's no oil leaks or anything on this beautiful machine. And the beautiful Akrapovic exhaust has changed colors naturally without the use of fake implants, i.e. a torch or anything silly like that. Look at this beautiful bike. It is just ready for a lot more smackdowns to happen on the filthy streets. Topping it off with 300V, our favorite blend of oil. 15W50, Kyle?
Yes, Motul 1550 300V.
Okay. I love it. We got our good buddy over here on the other side, making sure that it gets to the proper level.
Stop. Thank you, sir. Awesome. We'll let that drain out of the funnel for a minute so we don't drip oil all over everything. And
Okay.
We'll be good to get it off the bench.
How did it look when you hooked it up to the computer? Any sort of issues, recalls, or anything?
No, nothing like that. The only thing I would expect to see out of that is like updates or anything.
Yep.
But yeah, there was nothing special for this bike.
Okay.
Hooked it up, registered the service with Ducati, and you know, we're gonna get you on your way.
Nice. So Kyle's got the bike finished up. As you saw, there were no issues with this machine. 3,300 miles on it, and it's running great. I think the old days of Ducatis leaking oil and presenting problems are gone. The beautiful 2023 Panigale V4 R is running strong and holding up great. Even the dry clutch has exceeded its recommended change, because they say you need to change it between 3,000 and 6,000 miles. And this one looking good. We have 3,560 miles on it. Absolutely no issues. All right, guys, I'm going to leave Ducati Cleveland here and head home. Thanks so much for viewing this video. I am so pleased with this machine so far. Stay tuned for more epic content on it. We'll catch you next time on the 650E YouTube channel. Special thanks to our friends here at Rahal Ducati Cleveland.